that I could sing, so I almost came up here and embarrassed myself. I'm not going to do that. All right. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. My good friend Siri, from the prestigious iPhone family, defines liberty as the values of an individual to have control over their own actions. The value, to control your own actions. So I got to thinking, when you do something really stupid, your value goes down. But when you do something really good, something really, really impactful, your value, your stock, your swag, it goes up. You become a person that people want to be around and appreciate and need to be around. I had a hard time finding a definition for happiness that I agreed with. I saw a bunch of stuff about endorphins and like other chemistry crap, sorry, science teachers, but not me. But to me, happiness is just being good with what you got. And if you're not happy with it, knowing that you and only you have the power to change it. So if you have the liberty to do good, and as a result become a happier person, why don't you? I'm by no means saying that this is easy, but you have a divine right to internal happiness into a better world. You just have to fight for it every single day. I used to think that at a certain age, happiness and world peace and chocolate chip cookies would just fall in my lap if I played it cool. It wasn't until my senior year in high school that I realized that what I want will never come. I had to go get it. So, let me tell you what happened. We were being our typical senior selves, which you will have the great experience of encountering when you're a senior in high school and then again in college when you just spend the entire June doing nothing. Thank me later. But no one had paid their senior prom dues. And so we missed deadline after deadline, and then finally my principal called the town hall and she said that she was going to cancel prom. I personally was devastated because I was like how am I going to win prom now? Like, what's going to happen to my life? Like, I was very traumatized. So I had to do something quick. So I literally, this is like a true story, I went up to her right after she made the announcement. I said, Principal Delora, I got it. What? Like, I didn't know what I had, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just felt like I had to say that, right? So that night I went home and I put together a proposal to put together a talent show because there were so many amazing, talented kids in my middle school and my high school. So I put together this talent show and we raised money and we saved prom. And so I thought that in that moment I would be just so happy to win prom queen, but after the night was over, I didn't even think about it. I was more happy to be able to laugh and dance and share memories with some of my best friends. I had a very similar euphoric, chemistry-induced, whatever, happy experience when I decided that I no longer wanted gun violence to be a part of my community. Again, I found myself in a space where I had to put my money where my mouth was. In life, I'll tell you something, your complaints hold no weight if you're not willing to do something. Let me put it in our terms. If you ain't about that life, nothing will happen. In the beginning, it seemed impossible. But just like at prom, I realized that my happiness is directly tied to what I see around me. So my best friend and I, we got together and we planned and we plotted, we rallied and we marched, we talked and we listened. And little by little, what felt so impossible became second nature to me. The most important thing I've learned about liberty and the pursuit of happiness is that you don't get to play in this game called life if you aren't willing to suit up. Every day, your opponent is a better version of you. While community issues and saving prom are two different battles, the most important part of the fight is that I am, ready to suit up every single day. I've learned 3 lessons in trying to change my corner of the world while chasing happiness that I want to leave with you graduates today. 1, get up every day and do everything you ever dreamed. If that means eating an entire pizza pie, which sometimes I dream that too, get up and do it. If it means changing the world, you have to get up and do that too. 2nd, never stop learning. If I didn't have such bad ADD, I would try to learn every language in the world. John F. Kennedy once said that language and leadership are essential to one another. 3, stay forever young. Keep your eyes as bright and starry as they are in this very moment. It's the only way to ensure that your dreams become our reality. Congratulations, guys. You now have my permission to officially turn up.
On behalf of our community, Ms. Tiffany Bender would like to recognize your support and your commitment to our community. You were fantastic in Career Day, and you were fantastic today. Thank you so much.